transition with American society and the way he embodies American ideals. To be a popular superhero, you can't just have wimpy powers. I'm not up here saying that Ant-Man is a popular character, for instance, but people are attracted to power. A good example of this would be sports teams. In a professional league, the most popular teams are not the bad ones. They're the ones who win a lot, the ones who seem unbeatable, and the same goes for superheroes. People are attracted to Superman because of his extreme power, but also it's because he has the complete package of powers. He has X-ray vision, flying, super strength, and all of those kind of come together to make him very attractive for people. But just because you have powers doesn't mean that you are a popular superhero. Superman has had the unique ability over time to transition his character according to American society. In the 1930s, when he was originally written, he was portrayed as a fighter of the Nazis. Like Captain America, he went to battle with the soldiers. He was alongside fighting Hitler. This gave Americans a way to escape the gloom and doom of the war and go into a place where victory seemed inevitable because of this godlike creature helping him. Brad Meltzer, in an article with USA Today 2013, put it this way: America starts getting scared, and here comes this giant, almost straight from the flag character who's come to save us. In the 1950s, Superman began to change. He came from this battler of the Nazis to instead being kind of this uber cop of the world. He was no longer fighting Hitler, he was fighting greater villains who were looking to bring doom to not just America, but the entire world. The U.S. kind of correlated with this. At this time, America had become a superpower and was dealing with the intention of trying to be the protector of the world. Then in the 1960s, Superman changed again. He became a champion for social warriors who were looking to push back against oppression, fighting against those who looked to beat down on others. In the 80s, he began to become a thorn in the side of the government as a response to how people felt about the Reagan government and increasing governmental control. In the 1990s, his archenemy, Lex Luthor, came to embody big business. So in turn, Superman became to personify the blue-collar worker and the little man. But most importantly, Superman embodies American values. In his most recent movie, he was quoted as saying, "I'm from Kansas. That's about as American as it gets." And that's more than just the colors that he wears in his costume. Superman is unique because he is foreign. Mark Waid describes him in the USA article from 2013 as the ultimate immigrant. Because of this, people are able to relate to him no matter what kind of American you are. Americans are unique because they feel like their origin is elsewhere. And because of this, they're able to relate to Superman's struggles with finding his way in society, as well as struggling with his newfound societal norms. Most of Superman's personal story comes from trying to adapt to this new culture, but also comes from him trying to harness his newfound abilities. He is also the ideal immigrant because of his steadfast pursuit of the American dream. He constantly has hope for the nation and is constantly positive on the fact that he will one day make this world a better place. Americans are also attracted to Superman because of his morality. In the recent movie, his most recent movie, 2013, Man of Steel, there's a scene where he saves a bus of drowning children, even though his father told him not to use his powers. He was quoted in the movie as saying, "I couldn't just watch them die. I had to save them." And Americans are attracted to that because that is what Americans think is ideal. Someone who always does the right thing and is always looking to help others. So, with the morality, Superman also uses it not for his own power, but to increase the powers of others and to be protective. Americans also see Superman's stories as themselves. Superman's stories are always very black and white, a good guy, bad guy. It's very clear. There's no really gray in the middle. And Americans like to think the world works that way also. They like to think that Americans are the good guys and they're fighting against the force over there as the bad guys, and there's two very clear sides. And that makes him very attractive to Americans. But lastly, Superman is unique to Americans because of America as a predominantly Christian nation. Superman and Jesus have very similarities in their origin stories and the way that they played in society. And that makes it very easy for Americans to look at Superman and relate to him. So in all, Superman is more than a hero in a funny costume. His popularity is a combination of different factors that make up his character. It is because we lust for his power, we admire his demeanor, and we understand his struggles. This is why he has remained so popular 80 years after his creation.